Hi, and welcome to WebPlus 6.7. In this quick start video, I'll show you some simple steps for designing your site and getting it online. When you open WebPlus, you'll be greeted with the Startup Assistant. From here, you can start a new website or customize a professionally designed template. You can also access recently opened sites, view the latest learning resources and tutorials, and keep up to date with breaking Serif news. You can also set up web hosting from the Startup Assistant, which you'll need to get your site online. Click the arrows on the initial page of the Startup Assistant until you see the Serif hosting page, and then click Go to get started. We'll look at hosting in a little more detail later. You don't need to start from scratch with WebPlus. Today, we're going to look at creating a website from a design template. To begin, click Templates. On the left of the dialog, click Theme Layouts, Desktop Websites, and then choose a theme for your site. In this example, we'll use Tessellate. If you want to, you can select a different colour scheme from the drop-down list. You can also uncheck any pages that you don't want to use in your site. Then click OK. Your website will appear in the workspace. Let's start customizing. The Site tab on the right is really useful for quickly accessing other pages on your site. Double-click a page's name to display it in the workspace. To add a new page, click the down arrow next to Add New Page or Link and click New Blank Page. Give your new page a name, for example, Rates and Reservations, and click OK. As you can see, our new page is added to the Site tab. This green icon, where the navigation bar should be, indicates that the text on the navigation bar has overflowed. We can fix this by resizing the navigation bar, excluding pages from navigation, or even removing pages from the site. As it happens, I want to remove the gallery page from my site. To delete a page, double-click it to select it in the Site tab, and then click Delete Page. When WebPlus asks you if you really want to delete the page, click Yes. The navigation bar is back to normal. You can also rename web pages in just a few clicks. Right-click your chosen page and select Page Properties. Type the new name of your page and then click OK. I'll use these steps to quickly rename another page on my site. To organise my site structure, I'm going to make the Rates and Reservations page a child page of the Rooms page. This means that it won't appear in the main navigation bar, but when a site visitor hovers over Rooms, a pop-up menu will appear displaying the Rates and Reservations page. It's really easy to do this. Just select the page you want to move in the Site tab and drag it onto the page that is to be the parent page. This cursor indicates that the selected page will be a child page of the page below it. I'm happy with that, so I'll release the mouse button. Let's preview our site to see how the navigation bar works. On the standard toolbar, click the down arrow next to Preview Site. You can choose to preview your site in a window in WebPlus or in a web browser that's installed on your computer. I'm going to choose Preview in Window. If I hover over Rooms in the navigation bar, you can see the pop-up menu I mentioned earlier. Click on a page's name to preview it in the window. Click the cross to close the preview. You can preview your site again at any time. Now our navigation bar is sorted, let's edit some of the content in the themed layout. We'll start with the title. Click the title on the page to select it. These buttons below indicate that the object is on the master page. Objects on the master pages will appear on every page in the site. Click Edit on Master Page below the title to quickly access the master page. We can now triple-click the text and give our site a new title. To navigate away from the master page, simply select a page on the Site tab. You can see that the title has updated on every page in the site. If you've got any unfinished pages on your site, you might want to add an under construction graphic to them. We'll do this using Assets, professional, ready-to-go designs included in WebPlus. First, select an unfinished page in the Site tab. On the Assets tab on the left of the workspace, click Browse. This is the asset browser. To search the asset browser, click in the search box at the top right corner and start typing Construct. A range of construction graphics have appeared. Click on the one you want to use and then click Close to exit the asset browser. The asset has appeared in the Graphics category of the Assets tab. Select it and then drag it out onto your page. You can then resize and reposition it as required. It's really easy to overwrite the placeholder text in the template. Today we'll look at editing text on the home page, but all of the text can be edited in the same way. First, double-click the home page to display it in the workspace. Quadruple-click the text on the diamond-shaped object, and then start typing. This text frame is ideal for a strapline, quotation, or short introduction to your site. You can also edit paragraph text. Triple-click a text frame to select a paragraph, and then start typing to replace the placeholder text. Use the zoom tools on the hint line at the bottom of the workspace to zoom in for a better view if required. Now's a good time to save our work. From the File menu at the top left of the workspace, click Save As. Choose where you want to save your file and then type a file name. Click Save. As our website is based on a template, we can quickly fill these empty picture frames, which look like envelope-shaped placeholders, with our own pictures. Select the Pictures category on the Assets tab and click Add at the bottom. Navigate to your pictures, select the ones you want to use, and click Open. Your pictures will populate the Pictures category on the Assets tab. Find an empty picture frame on your page, then select the picture you want to add and drag it onto the frame. When the inside of the frame turns blue, release the mouse button. Repeat this process until all of the placeholder frames are filled with pictures. Let's preview our site again to see what our pictures will look like when published. The pictures look great. As you can see, the diamond-shaped object we added text to earlier is animated, and it's displaying pictures, text, and a combination of both. This is called a slider and is a great way of displaying content on your site in a creative and stylish way. It's really easy to add your own content to the sliders, and we'll look at doing this now. We'll look at the diamond-shaped slider on the home page. Click on the Objects tab on the right and then click on the small plus icon next to Home. You'll see a range of text frames, pictures, buttons, and sliders. Scroll down until you see the slider and select it. Most of the objects have a small thumbnail image next to their name, which should help you find them. Click the plus icon next to the slider's name to view its contents. We'll edit each of the slider's 3 panels in turn. Once you've selected a panel on the Objects tab, you can then click its placeholder pictures and text frames directly on the page and edit them like we did earlier in this video. Repeat this process until you've edited all of the panels. You'll probably want to preview your site again to see the slider in action. One of the most important parts of any site is the contact information. On our site's Contact Us page, you'll see an embedded Google map. We can add markers to this map to show where our business is located and help people find it. Double-click the Google map to get started. Type your postcode or zip code in the Search for Location field and then click Search. You can then click and drag on the preview map on the right to move it if you need to, or use the map controls. To add a marker, click Add in the Map Markers section. Click on the map where you would like to add your marker. If you accidentally add it in the wrong place, click Move and then click your point on the map again. Give your marker a name and click OK. Then OK again to exit both dialogues. The map preview will update accordingly. Note that the marker will only appear when you preview your site in an internet browser. Using the techniques we've learnt so far, try editing the placeholder content on the other pages of your site. Have a look at the other WebPlus videos if you get stuck. When you're happy with your site, it's time to give it a worldwide audience and upload it to the internet. We'll look at uploading with Serif web hosting, but feel free to use a different hosting provider if you want to. Let's begin on the standard toolbar at the top of the workspace. Click the down arrow next to Publish Site and select Publish to Web. This is the Publish to Web Get Hosting dialog. Clicking Activate Now will direct you to the web hosting page on serif.com, where you can set up your hosting. Alternatively, if you've already got hosting, click Add Details and then add your account details to WebPlus. On the serif.com hosting page, which will have just opened in an internet browser, click Set up a new hosting account. Type your email address in the box and click Continue. If, like me, you've already got a Serif account, enter your password and click Continue. If you haven't, follow the displayed instructions to create a Serif account. Now we can set up a new web hosting account. Your email address will have already been added, so create a password and then confirm it by typing it again. Here, you'll need to choose and confirm a domain prefix, which will be the name of your website. Think carefully about this because you can't change it once it's been created. Finally, read the terms and conditions. When you're happy, check the box and click Continue. There are various hosting packages available with Serif Web Hosting. Read the descriptions carefully to find out the package most suited to your needs, and then select it. Follow the displayed instructions to confirm your payment details. When you finish, click Your Account and your hosting details will be displayed. The final step is to add these details to WebPlus via the Account Details dialog. This dialog will have popped up earlier when you clicked Publish to Web. First, create an account name. Now you need to copy and paste your details from the Manage Hosting Account page on serif.com into the Account Details dialog. You might find it helpful to hold down the Alt key on your keyboard and press Tab to quickly navigate between your internet browser and WebPlus. When you've finished copying your details into the dialog, click OK. In the Upload to Server dialog, click Test to check that your details are working correctly. Note, it can take up to 30 minutes for your hosting account to activate. If the test fails, double-check your account details and internet connection and try again. Once the test has been successful, click Update Account and then click OK. Your files are uploaded to your website and your website will now be online. Click Close to exit the dialog. Don't forget to save your work. Saving at this point is particularly important to ensure your FTP details are saved in WebPlus. To view your website online, type the site's URL into your favourite internet browser. Well, that's all for this quick start video. To find out more about WebPlus, see the Learn section of the Startup Assistant. Thanks for watching.